warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Salsabil Sabrina. You can call me Sabil. So I'm going to explain my analysis for my drama midterm test. So now my drama title is Rebecca on the Bus, a black comedy about a most absurd reality. The first I will explain about the synopsis, plot, setting, the characters, and the theme and the message. After that, the synopsis. Rebecca on the bus. Did Rebecca always running late? This time when she meets her friends at their local coffee spot, her unexpected visit excuse pulls back the curtain on what living in a rap culture could really mean. Rebecca on the Bus is dark comedy about a most absurd reality. And the plot? Rebecca on the Bus. The exposition, introducing a city inhabited by many people. Rebecca has a trauma that hasn't gone away because of an incident in the city together and the most bus and what the certain and rap is in it. For the rising action, Rebecca goes to a cafe and meets Lynn and Jane, their co-workers, and telling stories. The climax, Rebecca and her friends watch the film go home at night without knowing the situation. On the bus with the certain, then Rebecca arrived with 5 rapists. Her friend tried to protect but unfortunately it was not help. And the following action, the Rebecca felt cursed, like there were beads a piece of him all over the city, behind the curtain, and the corners and on the street in broad daylight, and his own Rebecca even sure they were still part of Rebecca. Slide. There is setting. Rebecca on the bus. The setting place, a place to meet, a drink cafe, among other things in an urban area, like coffee shop and bar. So after that, uh, in the setting time, the present, at least in the same reality, pretty much. Next slide, there is the characters. On the Rebecca on the bus, there is Jane. Jane is a jaded woman. Lynn is a guileless woman. And then Rebecca, a broken woman. So there is three characters here on the drama Rebecca on the Bus. So the Rebecca on the Bus has theme. The theme, the synopsis shows that the main theme of Rebecca on the Bus is about a rape and trauma, like the dark experience and absurd reality. The proof, beside on the fourth part Rebecca on the bus she said, "Well, not smart to tell, I was raped." Perhaps she moved away to add something to her coffee. This year, her third rape this year. Jane said, "That was in the back for privacy. They very popular now because who wants a public rape? Rape is something you do in the privacy of your own home, with the drapes drawn, or in the occasionally shuttered storefront." So the message of the Rebecca on the Bus drama: you have to think twice when you want to do something, with full consideration to avoid things you don't want. Because in this story, when it happened, because Rebecca didn't think twice about whether it was a strange bus or not. So, I think enough. My name is Salsabil Sabrina. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry for my mistakes.